Just having a look at the Yellana James artwork that we're going to be using as our focus in this project. So today I'm going to have another go at creating some backgrounds using some inks, just basic drawing inks. I'm starting off with, here's my little bit of paper. I've got a pinky red ink and I've got a yellow ink and then just some water. So I'm going to start off with a wash of water, so just a nice clean brush on with clean water on a piece of paper. I'm just wetting the surface so the ink spreads nicely. And then just dropping pure ink onto that wet surface. And as you can see, it starts to spread in quite interesting ways. And now going in with the pink. So this might be quite nice if you left the background like this and then worked on top with the pen or pencil, but I go in with a hairdryer, as you'll see, and that sort of blends it all in together a little bit more, and it also creates these quite interesting sort of what could be seaweedy shapes if it was a little bit more controlled. So this is just experimenting really to see what is going to give us the most successful background. So it's really vibrant colour if you don't water the paint down, if you don't water the ink down. So just now to get rid of the white on the page, I'm just watering down some ink and putting water down first, getting a little bit of the coloured ink on my brush, and then just blending that out to make a little thin wash of colour. I'm going to go in with some yellow now, just to finish this one off. So I really like this as a surface. I'm just concerned that it's going to be a little bit too dark for the background of the Yellana James pictures. So it might not be an option. So for a second option, I am going to now try using the inks again, but using it in a much more of a wash effect with lots more water. So again, wetting my paper, just clean brush and clean water. And then just putting a little bit of ink on my brush, just wiping off the excess, and then just water and just basically using water and what's on my brush to put a base colour down first of all. Okay, so that's my base colour, which is much lighter, isn't it? Then I'm just gonna again put a little bit of the pink into that yellow that's gonna give me sort of a nice orange. And then that's mixed with some water as well. I'm just going to try blobbing that on. So tapping it on my thumb. Okay, and again, you could actually leave it at that, which I might actually be tempted to do, because if you see what happens when I've dried it with a hairdryer, it's all dispersed and gone a lot lighter. So then I decided to just go in, and this is slightly damp paper, it's not perfectly dry. So I'm just going in with some watered down pink, and you will see that it does actually start to spread a little bit because the paper is slightly damp. So there's lots of options for creating these backgrounds. Okay, so you can see that on the bits of the paper where it's actually damp, it's starting to spread already. And then the last thing I did was to dry it with the hairdryer. So this is my original one, which is nice. It's really vibrant and strong. This is a much more subtle option. So I think it's probably, for the Yellana James, it's probably going to be more successful, but we could actually do a mixture of, we could actually put some extra blobs of of ink on that when it's dry, the piece of paper, and they would be a little bit darker as well, or even paint some ink on it. There's loads of options that we can go for.